Okay, and now we're going to do our, which is TG1, which is Target Grammar Book 1, and we're going to go to page 46 to 48. Okay, so page 46 to 48. Now we're going to do, okay, so remember do, and we have does. Do, remember words ending with O, S, SS, Z, CH, SH, we add ES. So do, does. Remember do, does, ES and with O. So ES. So do is followed by, remember, it's you, we, they, their, and name plus 2. Okay? So do you, do they, do we, do Tom and Ryan, okay? Or do the girls, or you can say plural nouns. For example, if you have 10 cats or dogs, okay, so plural noun. So do they, do you ever? Remember this word, do you ever? EVER. So do you ever, and you put a verb, and the verb must be in the base tense. For example, eat, drink, sleep. So these are verbs. Talk, teach, work, play. So these are verbs. And remember, verbs is like an action. Okay, like singing, dancing, jogging, running. Okay, so action. So do you ever eat? And then you put the rest of the sentence. So do you ever eat in class? Or do you ever drink milk in the morning? Or do you ever sleep at school or in class? Or do you ever talk to your friends on weekends? Or do they ever teach? Okay, so remember, do you ever? Good. And remember ever. So we're just reviewing page 46 and 47, but today's page 48. Now does. Does is followed, remember, he, she, it, name, and singular verb, okay, with no S. So does he, followed by, same, ever. EVER, ever, and followed by the verb. And, okay, remember it's a question, followed by a question. Question mark, okay? So does Ryan ever eat, or does he ever sleep, or he ever eat in class? Or you can see, does he ever play basketball on weekends? So now we're going to do the answer, because this is asking a question. So the first one is answering yes. So we're gonna say yes, so yes. Yes. So we can say yes. Yes, followed by, so yes, he or she. Okay, so yes followed by, it can be yes for, or yes for this one. So yes, you use, remember 100% is always. Okay? Remember 85% is usually. Okay? Remember 70% is often. Remember 50% is sometimes. Remember 25% is seldom. And remember 0 is never. Okay? So remember yes, yes, okay? Okay, so never will be no. So never will be always no, that means you never do it. But sometimes seldom can also means no. Okay, so it have to be yes, followed by, sorry, I missed one, so yes, followed by yes, he, she, it, name, they, I, you. So this is the subject. So yes, he, always, followed by the verb. Now, we're going to do yes, we're going to do he first. So we're going to do he, she, it, name. Okay, so yes, okay? So we're going to do up to some time. So yes, he always eats, E-A-T-S. So remember, yes, he always eats. Make sure you put the S. Now, teach. Remember, teach ends with C-H. So T-E-A-C-H, so you add E-S. So yes, she usually teaches English on weekends. Okay? Yes, it often eats, okay, drinks. Put drinks up, it's already. Drinks milk. Okay? Milk in the morning, for example, a cat. So you can say it often drinks milk in the morning. So remember, he, she, it, name, singular tense have to have S, E-S, I-E-S. For example, if it have like fly, F-L-Y, so you say bye-bye, Y, I-E-S, okay? Good, now we're going to go to they. Let's go to they, I, and we. A name plus two. So yes, they usually fly, F-L-Y, eat, drink, teach, no S, no ES, full stop. So, and the rest of the sentence, blah, blah, blah. Good. Now we're going to go to no. Now we're going to go to no. Okay, let's go to no. So let's go to no. So no. So no. Or let's go to he, she, it, name. Okay. So no. He, she, it, never. Or sometimes you can use seldom. Okay? Sometimes you use seldom, sometimes you can always only use never. Okay? Never. Okay, and then it will be followed by the word with using S. So fly, F-L-I-E-S, E-A-T-S, D-R-I-N-K-S. Remember to put your S, I-E-S or E-S. And remember to put the rest of your sentence. And now we're going to do they, we, I, name, plus two, never and seldom. Remember no S, Y, but no S, drinks. Good. So now we're going to do the exercise on page 46. So everyone turn to page 46. So number, good. Okay. Good, okay? So, number one. So you have he, so it's asking a question. So it has to be does he, question, so you say does he ever. So does he ever take a bus to school? And then you have He always takes the bus to school. So always. So remember that's a always is 100%. So this is a yes. Okay. Now let's go. Number 2. So you have you. So remember I, you, they, name plus 2. So you say do. Do you ever question? Do you ever walk to work? No, I. So remember, no will be never. That means 0%. So remember, never is 0%. Dash Marlin. So Martin is a name. So it's a question. So does. Does Martin ever play baseball? So we have always. So yes, he always play. So remember he, so we say plays. And remember, play ends with Y. But we don't say bye-bye Y because remember if you end with EY, AY, OY, okay? So you add S. A like plays, monkey, boys. You just add S because AY. Okay? Remember this. So play Y. You don't say bye-bye Y, but it ends with EY, you just add S. Okay, now we go to the last one. So you, so it has to be do you ever go to gym? So let's see the answers. So these are the answers. Okay. I'm going to do number, and this is the answer for number. Okay, so let's go to this one. Do you ever go to gym? Yes, I often. So remember, often is 70%. I often go to gym. Does Nate? So Nate is a boy. So does Nate ever go to the hotel? No, he stays at the hotel. So no, he never stays. So remember AY, so you add, there was an S, so he never stays. So let's, okay, so now we're going to go to page 47. Now this one is answering, we're going to answer the questions. Good. So number 1, does Tom's father ever walk to work? So usually, so remember usually is 85%. Good. So yes, he usually walks, because it's he walks to work. Now, does your mom ever cook fish? So your mom, so remember your mom, so you have to say yes, your mom, so it's your mom, so you have to say now my mom, my mother, so yes, my mother often. So we say yes, my mother. So remember yes, comma, my mother often, okay, cook fish. Okay, very easy. So does your mom ever cook fish? Yes, my mother often cook fish. Your mom, so you have to change it to my mom. So remember, I, my, she, her, he, his, we, our, they, their. Good? Now let's go to number 2. Number 3, does John ever get up at 6:30 in the morning? So does John, so you have often is 70%. So we say yes, he, so John is so he often, oh sorry, it's cooks, because it's my mom. So yes, he often gets, because it's he, yes, he often gets up at 6:30 in the morning. Good. So yes, he often gets. Sorry. Yes, my mom often cooks fish. Number 3, does Eric ever write on the board always? So, yes, Eric, so he always writes, W-R-I-T-E, he, so we have S, writes on the board. Good? So yes, he always writes on the board. Jennifer will show you the answers. And here is there is the answer. So yes, he always writes on the board. Now we're going to go to number okay, and this is the answers for, we're going to do the answers for number 5. So remember, we have never, and never is 0%. So this one is no. So no, I never put. So no S, because remember, I, you, they, name plus 2, no S. So I never put my feet on the desk. So here we have often, 70%. Do you ever play baseball? 70%. So yes, I often play. Play? So I play. Okay, baseball, often play. Does Betty, so this is she, but does Betty ever go to the library? Sometimes. And remember, sometimes is 50%. So yes, she sometimes goes. Remember, go ends with O, so we add ES. So we add ES. Goes to the library. Do they ever come to see you? Usually. And usually is 85%. We say yes, they usually come. So they usually come to see me. And number 9, does Mike ever drink coffee? Sometimes it's 50%. Yes, he sometimes drinks. So he drinks coffee. And good. And now we're going to go to page, the last page, which is page 48. Good. Okay, now we're going to we're going to use ever in question to start with the be verb. And you know the be verb is like, the be verbs are, is, and am. Okay? Are, is, and am. Okay? These are the be verbs. Are, is, and am. As the be verbs. Okay? Good. So remember, the be verbs are, one more time, are, is, and am. So remember, the be verbs I am, he, she, it, name, okay, you say is, okay, they, you, we, name plus 2, use are, and all plural verbs like girls, cats, dogs, so use plural, okay, use are. Good. Now we're going to start a question using the be verbs. Okay, so remember, asking us question, so you have to start with are. Okay? Or are you, so you, they, we, okay, name plus 2. Ever, E-V-E-R. And this time we're not going to use a verb, but we're going to use an adjective. So an adjective is things that describe a noun, okay? So you can use things like maybe sleepy, happy, sad, angry, okay? Good. Words like this, okay? And now we're going to use is. So is followed by she, he, okay? It, name. And singular nouns with no S. Good. And now we're going to use the word ever. And then we're going to use adjectives. Remember, teacher advised that adjectives are things that describe nouns. Okay? Good. So like mad, sleepy, hungry, and stuff like that. Okay, good. So are you ever sleepy in class? Are they ever, okay, so maybe sleepy on the bus? Good. Is she ever angry? Good. And now we're going to go to answering the question. So now we're going to start with yes. And yes followed by he, she, it. No, we're going to use a black pen. So yes, he, she, it, name. Okay, it's followed by is. Okay, so he, she, it, name is followed by always, always ALWAYS, sometimes, usually, okay, usually, often, and then followed by the adjective like sleepy. Good? Followed by the rest of the sentence. And for example, yes. Now we have I. So you use I is am. So yes, I am. Followed by the same, always. The same as this one, always. So always, sometimes, usually, often, and followed by the adjective. So sleepy, so same. So these are the same. And we go to this one. Yes. You have they or we, name plus two, or you can have plural nouns are. Often, always, sleepy, and the rest of the sentence. Very easy. Now we're going to go into no. So we're going to change that one to no. Okay, so say no, he, she is. Now this one, okay, this one is never. Okay. So no, comma, he, she is never sleepy, or no, I am never sleepy, or no, they are never sleepy. And the rest of the sentence. Good. So let's do the activity. Let's do the activity. So we have you. So now we're going to ask the question. So you. So we have you. So it have to be are you ever? Are you ever sleepy in class? No, I am. So no, so it have to be never. Now we have he. So it's is. Is he? Question. So it have to be ever. So is he ever early at work? And now we have always. So that's 100%. So it's a yes. So yeah, he, so we have he is always. So yes, he is always early for work. Early, always early for work. Now we have Betty. So remember he, she, it, name. So one name, so we have to be is. Is Betty ever late for school? Often. So often is 70%, so very high. So yeah, she, so she is often. late for school. Okay, so let's see the answers. So these are the answers. Let's put down the answers. And then we're going to go to the last part. So now we're going to answer the question as in the example. And number one is the example. Are you ever naughty at school? So naughty is being very bad. Yes, I am sometimes naughty at school. Good, so yes, I am. So remember you, so it has to be I. Is he ever noisy in class? So always, remember always is 100%, that means every day. Okay, so we say yes, he is always. So yes, he is always noisy. Sorry, in class, sorry. So is he ever noisy in class? Yes, he is always noisy in class. Number two, are the officers busy every morning? Usually, 85%. So we have yes. Okay. So we have the officers, S. So it will be they. So yes, they are usually busy every evening. So you see yes, they are. So they are and usually busy every evening. Yeah. Great. Okay, and these are the answers quickly, so you can see the answers. Good. Yes, he is always noisy in class. Yes, they are usually busy every evening.